Okay, so simplifying rational expressions. Um, so the first thing we want to do is simplify or find any excluded values and then simplify our expression. So I know that these both look like very complex things, but we can break it down so they don't look nearly as bad. So if you look at that top, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to end up taking out a -6. And the reason why I'm taking out the negative and not just a 6 is because I want that x squared term to be positive because I'm going to end up factoring this down. So I'm going to take out a -6, and that's going to leave me with a positive x squared minus 3x plus minus 10. On the bottom, I'm going to take out a 7. And that's going to leave me with x squared plus 8x plus, that should be 12. So we have to factor the top and the bottom pieces down. So what that means is, I know some of you guys have used that box and diamond method, but what we're doing is we're saying what multiplies to get that last number and adds up to get that middle number. So if I am looking at -10 and -3, both are negative, so since it has to multiply to get the last number, I know I'm going to be dealing with probably 5 and 2, and it looks like that 5 is going to be negative because it's the bigger of the two, and if I add a bigger negative to a smaller positive, I will get a negative number. So what that is going to break down to is -6, and then x plus 2, x minus 5, all over. We're going to do the same thing on the bottom. So what multiplies to get 12 but adds up to get 8? This one's a little bit easier. That's x plus 2 and x plus 6. And now they asked about excluded values. So remember, an excluded value is what makes the denominator equal to 0. So you can either take both of these pieces here and set them equal to 0 to find them, or since these are just simply adding numbers, we can just say, well, x can't be equal to -2 because -2 plus 2 is 0, and that would multiply by everything and cancel everything out. And then x can't be equal to -6 for the same reason. So the last step here is to simplify, so we need to cancel out those x plus 2's, and we're left with the -6 x minus 5 over 7 x plus 6. So you need both of those parts to get the full point in that problem.